Hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Today we'll be taking care of a couple of side quests across Goron City, starting with this lady. So fuck, the daytime sure is scorching here. In any case, do you have some amber? I need lots of it. Bring me 10 of them and I'll buy them for more than a shop would pay. Phew, trying to gather jewels in this heat would be my undoing. In any case, do you have 10 pieces of amber? If so, will you sell them to me? Yes, 10 pieces of amber. Sell them to the shop, and you'll get 300 rubies, or sell them to me for 500 rubies. Okie dokie. Sarkso. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. It's a huge help. Thanks, here you go. 500 rubies. I need to procure other jewels too, so keep bringing me what you find. Bring me 10 at a time, got it? As for what kinds of jewels I want to buy, well, that's likely to change every once in a while. Alright, we already got a side quest finished. This is off to a great start. So, Ramala, I believe that's what her name was, she will give you more rubies when you sell her jewels than if you were to buy them, or if you were to sell them at a store, things like that, just like she was saying. So I believe that we can talk to her again, see what she wants. This heat is something else. By the way, do you have 10 rubies? That is a lot. Okay, do we have enough? Are you trying to pull a fast one on me? You don't have enough to sell. Well, I suppose this is goodbye. Yeah, that's the unfortunate downside, is that she'll only buy them if you have 10. So that is something that's a little bit unfortunate. We only have 6. I don't feel like going for 4 more, but you get the basic idea. If you have 10 of them, you can sell them to her for more than... if you were to buy them at a shop or something like that. Sell them at a shop. Buy and sell are two completely different things. Ah! Mine! Lizard! 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 Where'd it go? Stupid lizard. I knew that for a side quest we'll be doing today's episode. Alright, it took me a little while to find this guy, but across the way from the inn is this place right here. And this guy doesn't exactly look super happy, so let's go talk to him. My reckless brother hasn't come back yet. What in the world is he thinking? My little brother gone Goron. I'm really proud of him, but he said he was going to go dig up the secret of the hero, and then he just took off. I really don't know what in the world got into him. I'm certain my little brother went off to the Gorko tunnel, southwest of the Gorko Lake. The bedrock in that tunnel is incredibly hard, so us Gorons that give up trying to dig it up ages ago. Instead of chasing dreams, I'd prefer to see him face reality and help us out with our important Goron work. And we have a shrine quest. We got stuck on the water there. A brother's roast. So, Gorko Lake that he was mentioning during that is located around here, and it looks like they're southwest somewhere over there. So we're going to set up a beacon right there, and I will be teleporting over to the Alden Tower so we can go take care of this. The Alden Tower is right there. It sounds like I'm recording a Korok episode when I say that, but that's your point of reference for where we're currently at on the map. I haven't already mentioned this yet, but there are hot springs all over the Elden region, so if you ever take damage, like this, then you can stand in the hot spring and it'll cure you and things like that. So that's pretty great. It can definitely help you if you're trying to get across this area, but you don't have any fireproof elixirs or anything like that when you're going through this place. In hindsight, I probably should have mentioned that before we went across the area, but I'm sure it was fine or something like that. So, the place we'll be going towards is going to be located somewhere around here. There's a tunnel in this vicinity that we should be able to see. I think it's down there, actually. So, is that it? No, that's the road. Where is this tunnel? Oh, is this over the cliff? Alright, so, yeah, this is the place that we'll be searching for. And... owie! You saw nothing. Gortron Cliff. Gortron Cliff. How are we supposed to pronounce that? Alright, so nothing right here, at least for now. There's gonna be some ostriches right here, and how did we get both of them at the same time? That was kind of cool. So we'll go pick that up, and while we're over here, I might as well demonstrate this. So I mentioned before not to use bomb arrows in this place. We don't have any bomb arrows, so never mind. I'll be sure to demonstrate that later, because I believe one of these shrines I'll be taking care of in this video will have bomb arrows somewhere in there. So at some point we'll be able to demonstrate that. It's pretty funny what happens, but I don't recommend it. It's not a very pleasant experience at all. Watch out for the moblins, because they are not going to be very nice, because we didn't invite them to our birthday party. Nobody is invited to our birthday party. They can come over for Thanksgiving, but not the birthday party. So if we go down here, we can see, oh my goodness, he's dead! I'm spent. Do you think that somewhere behind all this rubble is the secret of the hero? I know I'll become really great and important if I could find it. My only problem is that I don't have the strength to go on. My belly's empty and rumbling like mad. What to do? Brother, so this is where you've been. I tried to think like my brother and do what he would do so I could find him. I need you to do me a favor. As a brother, I can't just sit idly by. I have to help him. Exit here and head down the hill to Gorons Cliff. There you can find a rock roast rolling around. I needed to please grab him from me. I'd like more than anything to go there and get it myself. I had stress. Well, I have a chronic condition. Yeah, it's called Goron shoulder. Very serious. I'd rather not talk about it. Needless to say, I expect a lot from you. Please don't let me down. Now, I'm not assuming or anything like that, but it kind of seems like the Gorons use excuses like that all the time to not do stuff. Now, I'm not assuming anything. He really does have problems like that, but still, I'm kind of detecting a pattern. So we'll go across this area, and even though there was nothing down there a moment ago, if we go back down there after talking to whatever his name was, I already forgot his name because I'm horrible at remembering names, we go over here and, oh! It's a rock stake thingy. If I can pick it up, there we go. So, whatever you do, don't do this. It'll be gone forever. Be very careful taking these around and things like that. I don't think anything bad happens if you let it down for too long. So, theoretically, we probably could walk around this area, put it down, and then take care of the bad guys. But, you know what? I don't feel like picking a fight today. I'm just going to be the better man and just walk around here, minding my own business, and let them do their own thing. They're... No. No. That was pretty amusing. Alright, so yeah, we're going over this way now. Watch out for the stupid moblins. Even though I don't want to pick a fight, they're still trying to burn us and things like that. That's not very nice. I'm trying to be the better man here, and those stupid moblins are still being mean. How dare they? They're gross. Yeah, a lot more enemies are going to be spawning in this area, such as the fire choo-choos and things like that, and you'll be seeing a bunch of boulders. That is a big... Oh no! It destroyed the choo-choos. So, fun story. When I was practicing for this video, this happened. And I was kind of hoping that that would happen again, but it didn't happen like that, and now I'm sad. But anyway, now that you care of that, the coast is clear, and now we can head off on our merry way through our path of glory. Eventually. At some point, maybe. Why can't we run while we carry things? Finally, I've been waiting on you. Go on, drop the roast in the pot, quickly! It's amazing. This is the finest rock roast I've ever laid eyes on. I'm gonna cook up right now. did it! I made a deliciously grilled rock roast! Am I hunger hallucinating, or do I really smell a deliciously grilled rock roast? Brother, it's ready! You're gonna eat it and love it, and everything will be as it should be again. Look at this! It looks so tasty! I need to eat it right away! Yummy. This is incredible. That texture, that crunch, oh, and that gritty feeling as it glides down my throat. Oh yes, can't forget the savory flavor of condensed minerals, seared in high heat to perfection. It's a taste explosion. It's restoring my strength. I'm like a phoenix reborn and ready to fly. In fact, I am Death Mountain. Your cooking is the best of the best, brother. Now I'm full, my belly is happy. Let's do this. Well, there it is. The hero's secret has revealed itself to me. Weird. I feel like I've seen something like this before in Goron City. So this is the secret of the hero, eh? It looks oddly familiar. Anyway, what an amazing discovery. That's my brother for you. A brother's roast complete. Their victory dance is so funny. Thanks for your help, brother. Now I've got to get back to the Goron City and tell everyone about my triumph. Thanks for the help out, little bro. Now to return to Goron City with my wonderful and accomplished brother. I just love the side quest so much. It's so much fun. Alright, so without further ado, let's go inside the shrine. To use as for the shrine, I am Kayra in the name of the gods Helioptero. Greedy hill, Kayra shrine. Alright, so this right here is something okay then. That was a thing. I chickened out last second because the thing was suddenly appearing and it was scary. So anyway, these metallic things are going to be falling down, trying to crush your dreams, metaphorically and literally, probably. So the big gimmick of this shrine is that as they fall down, rubies are going to be falling down too. So you can pick those up if you'd like. It's pretty cool, kind of. And as we take care of that, ooh, so many rubies! 80 rubies, that was so cool. No! I was trying to jump over it. It didn't work! No! I didn't want to heal because the monk was right at the very end. It's not a very long shrine, and I didn't want to waste any healing things, but that didn't exactly work out the way I was hoping it would. Alright, take 3. Let's try this again. We'll use the tried and true formula of running away like a little sissy baby. Okay, I don't know how many people watching this video watch this YouTuber, but one of my favorite YouTubers is Game Champ 3000, and whenever they say that, it just cracks me up so much. Anyway. Yeah, we're going across this area once again. Watch out for the giant metallic boulders. Not a very pleasant experience at all, but we can pick up the rubies again, and yeah, we got 80 again. That's pretty cool. Watch out for those, and go down the not central pathway. And it looks like we were able to triumph overall, and that's pretty awesome. But before we talk to the monk, there is one more treasure chest. So without further ado, whee! So, I love this view right here because we can really see just how high the elevator goes, and it makes me really curious about something. One thing you know about the programming side of this game is that all the shrines exist on one plane. It's just that all the objects in the individual shrines are loaded in depending on which ones you enter from the overworld. It's a little bit complicated to explain, but that's basically the best way that I could summarize it. Now, the cool thing is, because of that, that makes me wonder if the elevator shaft is really that big for all of them, or if it's just this one. Because we don't really get a chance to see the elevator shafts in the other shrines, so I'm really curious if they're all that big, or if it's just this one. Now, I do believe that if you hack the camera, you are able to see the other shrines outside of this area, but again, I'm not entirely that familiar with hacking the camera like that, nor do I really want to try, but it's just something that's pretty interesting if you ever want to try it out for yourself. For the next thing I'd like to take care of, we'll be returning to the Alden Tower and going over this way, because there is an island in this lava lake that I'm pretty sure you might be curious about. You may have already come across this one on your own journey and things like that, so that's kind of cool. But I was originally going to save this for a future episode, but I figured we're already here, we already saw it, might be a good idea to go for this now. So, to get to this one, it's pretty interesting. You could fly over there from the Alden Tower, but I'm going to be demonstrating a different way you could do this because there's multiple solutions to the puzzles in this game, and that's pretty interesting. And there's a stupid car outside that's making noise. I don't like that. But anyway. So, we go over this way. You want to be careful because these stupid jerks are going to be very rude. Get out of there, stupid case. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Okay, I think they're gone now. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on. And we want to be careful because falling into the lava is not a very pleasant experience at all. Standing on this box, this metallic box in the middle of a lava pool, river thing, would probably not be a very comfortable thing, and honestly, not really liking the thought of it, but this is fireproof armor, so we should be okay, in theory. So we'll continue on over there, and this is just one of the solutions you could use to get across this area. Like I demonstrated a moment ago, you could have flown from the tower or the nearby rocks, but that was just one of the ways that I wanted to demonstrate it because there's multiple solutions to the puzzles in this game. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Raym. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. A balanced approach to acquire Raym Shrine. I probably mispronounced that. So, this is a shrine that I think has a cool idea, but honestly, it kind of has a weird design flaw, which we'll be going over in a moment. But first, what we want to do is that you could use fire arrows, but if you're cheap like me and don't feel like using them, you could also light up the arrow with the torch right there, and just set the box on fire like that. Doing it like that will eventually cause the box to disintegrate, which will lower the scale and allow you to get to the treasure chest. You got a small key, you can open a locked door. So now we're taking care of that, we can go over here and open up the door. So this is the next thing that I would like to do real quick. So we're going to be setting up a puzzle so that we can get some more treasure chests and things like that. Now, the thing about this shrine is that my notes tell me that there are 3 treasure chests in this room, but I can only find 2 of them. One of them including the one that had the small key in it. So I'm going to try to find that other key. Okay. I was worried for a moment that we messed up the puzzle, but we should be okay. Hopefully, maybe sort of, kind of. So we're taking care of that. Actually, why am I carrying that? I'm going to just go like this. we have the other box set up over there. So what we want to do next is you want to bounce it across this area. It might be a little bit tricky because of the angle, the platform thingy. But I actually messed it up, so let's get that off there. So if you're having trouble getting the box to stay on the platform, try to have it up against the wall so that it will, if it does fall off, it at least stays on the platform. So hopefully that'll be helpful to somebody out there who might be having trouble with this. That's a Knight's Claymore, and we actually still had a thing. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting us to have a little bit more trouble with that. So the design flaw that I wanted to bring up is this platform. So what you want to do is you need to blow up these boxes right here. We could use the bomb arrows, but again, I'm cheap. So instead, what we'll be doing is we'll be setting up a bomb right here instead. So what you want to do, you want to be very careful with this, because if you mess this up, it can actually, you might actually have to reset the shrine. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up this box right here. And then the other two are going to be going on top of this one. Now, the design flaw with this shrine that drives me crazy is if you blow that up, then it can be hard to get the teeter-totter back down, because you may notice that there are spikes right there, and it can be pretty difficult to get it back down, because if you have these right here, then that could just be a little bit tricky to take care of. So what I highly recommend you do, use stasis on this, then blow this up, and then quickly try to get these other boxes off. I will be demonstrating what it's like to get this puzzle stuck. 17 careful, that's... Now we can move on. I will be demonstrating what it looks like for this shrine to get stuck. Owie, that hurt my feelings, and probably the rest of my body. And also, like I said a moment ago, my notes say that there are 3 treasure chests in this shrine, but I only found 2 of them, so I'm going to look around for a moment to see if I can find that last one. Never mind, I'm an idiot. There's only 2 treasure chests in here. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you the Spirit Orb. Oops, I skipped it. Yeah, you thought that I was gonna let you play the entire animation. Well, joke's on you. And that right there is the big problem. So, yeah, I don't think getting the boxes off of this will fix anything, but yeah, as you can see, now it's stuck like that, and there's nothing we can do to bring it back down. So that's the design flaw with this shrine that kind of drives me a little bit crazy, but it's not that big of a deal, because if you just get out of the shrine, then it resets the puzzle, so it's not like it's completely unwinnable if you do that, but just keep in mind that that can happen. The last thing we'll be taking care of in this video is the only story progress we'll ever make in this episode. Pecan goes over here, so let's go talk to him. I've been all over the world, but this place truly is the hottest of them all. I'd die here without a fireproof elixir. I'm not sure I'll be able to draw anything here, so I'll just burn this scenery into my memory. Hey, we meet again. Are you out traveling as well? I've traveled all over the world, so I'm happy to tell you about new places if you want. If you have a picture to show me, let's see it already. So this right here, Pecango will be able to help you out if you're having trouble figuring out the exact location of a picture. Like right now he's mentioning that looking down the great Hyrule Forest from the southwest, you can see the scenery like this. Alright, so if you traveled south of here, you'll find a stable called the Woodland Stable. I hear there's some high ground north of the Woodland Stable with an incredible view. Sorry, that's all I know. He won't exactly point you to where exactly that picture is, but he'll point you in the right direction, which I really do appreciate, because it would kind of suck if he just outright gave away the puzzle solution. So I do appreciate that he gives you a step in the right direction, but not the entire puzzle solution. The Woodland Stable is located right here, and he mentioned that there's an incredible view north of it, which I do believe is located around here. So, without further ado, fast forward! Actually, before we fully commit to fast forwarding, I did promise that we'd demonstrate what happens if you try pulling out a bomb arrow. So let's go do that. It's just so amusing. If you're quick about it, you could switch back to a regular arrow without having to worry about blowing yourself up again. But just be very careful of doing this. It eats up a lot of hearts. So definitely don't do this all the time. Okie dokie, well, I was going to fast forward, but even fast forwarding, it would still take a while to find this stupid thing. But the memory we'll be looking for is going to be located around here somewhere. If you would like an easy point of reference for something we did recently in this video, the Alden Tower is located over there. And what's it called again? Raym Shrine is located down there. So that's your point of reference for where you can start looking for this next thingy. Again, it sounds like I'm recording a Korok episode. So we'll be going over this way. And you definitely want to be careful going across this place because it can be pretty tricky figuring out the terrain in this place. But if you want a reference for what we're looking for, this is the picture that we're searching for. So that's going to be pretty fun. So the landmarks to definitely look out for are Hyrule Castle, obviously, but you also have the river, so make sure you're on the right side of it, because it can be very easy to look around the cliffs in this area, not realizing that you're looking on the wrong side of the cliff. Also, Sakura Rock's right there. There's probably a Korok in this place, but we're not looking for that because this is not the Korok episode. But we can see the viewpoint right there, so without further ado, let's recall.
That cut doesn't look too bad, actually. You're fine for now. But you know, there's a fine line between courage and recklessness. As brave as you are, that does not make you immortal. It seems that not only is the frequency of these types of attacks on the rise, but the scale of beasts we are facing is intensifying as well. I fear that this is an omen which portends the return of Calamity Ganon. And, if that's the case, I'm ready to expect the worst. We'll need to make preparations as soon as possible.
When I first started playing this game, I always wondered how Link was able to wipe out that many enemies. But after Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity became a thing, I kind of have no doubts anymore. But in all seriousness, I really do like that cutscene. It really does show just how intense things were starting to become right before Calamity Ganon became a thing. I believe that cutscene took place before anybody had met Daruk or anything like that. And I believe Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity takes place after that cutscene as well. So that is one thing that I kind of wish they did in Age of Calamity. I would have liked to have seen that battle, but it's not like there's any battles missing or anything like that in Age of Calamity. That game is pretty great. But anyway, Now that taking care of all that, we're ending the video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Your options are where to go next. You can go to the next video on the playlist where we'll be searching for more side quests across the Elden region. Your alternate route, however, is to leave the Elden region and go searching for a couple more side quests in the Hateno region, because there's still a few there that we might want to take care of soon. You can also ignore everything and go search for Koroks, or ignore that and fight Calamity Ganon because they're sick of this adventure. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I believe it geared you, and Virgil, go to next.